In this video, I'm going to be going over what are the best budget cards to be buying right now in Season 6 in NBA 2K25 Myteam. So if you guys want to know what are the best budget cards in this game to have dropped in Season 6 and also cards that have come down in price from previous seasons, because there's a lot of budget cards that you guys wouldn't expect to actually be that cheap because of how much the market has crashed. So just want to get you guys a video going over all the best budget cards in this game. So if you guys looking for any cards under 40,000 MT, these are going to be all, in my opinion, all of the best budget cards right now in this game. And I think we'll start off with the fan favorite sets, and there was actually a lot of great budget cards in this fan favorite set. I mean, first card I have to talk about is this pink diamond Rocco. He's like 5,000 MT on the auction house, and he is a 6'9" shooting guard with a 7'2" wingspan, and is seriously one of the best defensive cards in this entire game for his price point. He's got a 90 block, 96 steal, 96 perimeter with a 95 interior defense. And I'll tell you guys, in game, he looks like 6'10", 6'11". Like, he looks absolutely ridiculously tall in game. He gets great animations. I feel like he steals every single pass in the passing lanes. He gets tons of bump steals, and this card can also be a great slasher because of his height. He's basically, to me, a better version of Corey Brewer. I think that's kind of the comparison I would make for pink diamond Rocco. His speed, agility is all really good as well, and does have a good jump shot with 12 Hall of Fame badges. So really do like this pink diamond Rocco card. Am I tripping? Why is the card like fading backwards? Does it always do that? Am I tripping? Why is my card getting drunk and going backwards? Am I confused? Hold on. Does it do that with every single card? Hold on. Yo, why was Rocco's player card going flying backwards? Okay, I'm tripping. I don't know if I'm like seeing something here, but anyways, Rocco, definitely a really good budget card to buy. Dante Exum, also like 5,000 MT, and is a really good budget option at the point guard position. Okay, now he's flying back as well. I don't know what's going on, but 6'6" at point guard. Why are the stats? Okay, 92 3 ball. He does have a really good jump shot. Don't know what's going on with 2K, if I'm being completely honest. Maybe I have to go in the auction house. Would that be better than if I click on the card like this? I don't know. But anyways, the stats are really good on this card. He has a good jump shot. He's good enough defensively. 94 steal, 94 perimeter. I do think he's really good as a budget point guard. Jeff Green, like all these cards in the all the pink diamonds from the fan favorite sets are very elite budget cards. Like Jeff Green, 4,000 MT, really well-rounded small forward, 6'8" at the small forward position, 93, 90 mid-range, 95 driving dunk. I mean, we know he's a great slasher every single year in my team. His defense is very well-rounded, 95 perimeter, 90 interior defense, 88 steal, 88 block. Really athletic card. Like 96 speed, 96 agility is great on a small forward. Having that 93 speed with ball, 95 vert, 87 strength. Like, the card on paper is really good for a budget card. So if you're looking for a super cheap small forward that's like 4,000 MT, I think Jeff Green is a great buy. And then Eddie Curry, I mean, again, another card that is so good from this fan favorite set, and might be seriously one of the best budget cards in this game, not because of the stats and the badges. We'll take a look at them here. Like, he's 7 foot with a 7'7" wingspan. You know, he's got great stats across the board, especially on defense. You know, he's got 98 strength, which is really good for a center card. He's got great badges, but the best thing about this Eddie Curry card is actually his jump shot. I'll quickly go show you guys if you want, you know, in freestyle, to show you guys this card's jump shot, because it is seriously one of the fastest jump shots in this game for a center card. And with what he can do on the defensive end, and you know, just how big of a player model he does have, like, he looks like a mini Shaq, or just like a budget Shaq. But look at this jump shot. Look how, I know I missed, but look how fast that releases. It's the LaMelo Ball base and the Darius Garland upper on very quick. So he's got like a guard type of jump shot for a 7-foot center card. I mean, I don't know about you guys, but like, I love this jump shot. I think it's really good on this Eddie Curry card, and I think that makes him even more valuable at the center position. So those are like the four main cards I wanted to talk about in the fan favorite set. Is these 4 pink diamonds right here. I think Eddie Curry, Rocco are definitely the 2 better ones, but then I would say like Dante Exum 3 and Jeff Green 4, just kind of in this ranking. But all 4 of these cards are really, really good for the budget tier. And then you also got some like solid diamond cards like Justice Winslow. I think he's very good for a diamond card. Like, he's 6'6" at point guard. You know, he's just a solid all-around card, good defensively, 94 steal, 92 perimeter. Another card like Poku, he's 7 foot at the power forward position. He's got great stats across the board. He's like a budget power forward that goes for, you know, 2,000 MT, maybe even cheaper. Like, these cards are seriously so cheap on the auction house. Maybe he's a little bit more, like 4K. You got Dean Wade, he's like 4,000 MT or cheaper as well, 3,000 MT. He's 6'9" at the small forward position. He's got a 94-3, a good jump shot, 95 driving dunk. Like, really good defensive stats across the board. A lot of these cards in the fan favorite sets are very good budget wise. You know, those 4 pink diamonds, and then also cards like Justice Winslow, Poku, and Dean Wade as well. So those 4 cards I would recommend. or I should say 7 cards from the fan favorite set. I would definitely recommend when we're talking about budget cards. But to go back to season 5, I mean, if we go to the torpedo set, there's definitely a couple cards in here I want to mention, like Pink Diamond James Wiseman, for under 10k is a very good power forward option. He's 6'11". He's got a decent jump shot, but the defense is really good on James Wiseman with a 95 block, 95 interior defense, 84 steal, 84 perimeter is also good as well. So I like him as a good budget option. But I would say the best budget card in this game at the point guard position, and one of the best budget cards in this entire game, is the Pink Diamond Dyson Daniels, who you can find for about 30 to 35k. And when I tell you guys, he is seriously amazing and can compete with the top point guards in the game. Like, he can go up against a dark matter Magic, he can go up against a dark matter Shea, a dark matter Lonzo, and because he's 6'7" with a great player model and these type of defensive stats, he can really hold his own, and his offense is good enough. Like, he's a good slashing point guard, he's got a great jump shot. If you can't afford like the Sheas of the world, the Lonzos of the world, the LaMelos, right, the Gary Paytons, right, those type of cards, I would 100% recommend Dyson Daniels. He is so good for a budget price tag. I think Reggie Lewis is also solid as well. Just to recommend another shooting guard. He's 6'7" at the shooting guard position, great stats and badges, good defensively. He's not anything spectacular, but I do think he's another card that I want to mention from this Torpedo set. Now moving on over to the Bracket Busters set, you might actually be surprised to know, but Carlos Boozer is actually a budget card. He is about 35,000 MT, at least on Xbox. I bought him earlier for 35k. Right now, he's like maybe 37,000 MT. I consider that a budget card. He's 37,000 MT. I've bought him for 35k at one point, and he's really good at the small forward position. You guys know I recommend Carlos Boozer a ton. A 6'9" small forward, really good stats and badges, 95 block, 98 interior defense. He's a really good interior defender. But the best thing about this card is 100% his jump shot. I think he has a really good release. I think it's very consistent in the catch and shoot, and just overall is a top tier jump shot. Now, like Shane Battier, I think he's probably a budget card as well, but actually he might be even more expensive. Like, I don't know how Shane Battier is more expensive than Carlos Boozer, when Boozer to me is like 10 times better. But another budget card from this set that I do really like is Frank Kaminsky. I think he's very solid for a budget card. 7'1", can play power forward, has a 94 3 ball and a very quick jump shot. So I do think Kaminsky, he's a solid budget big man as well, if you guys are looking for a big. I think that's about it from the Bracket Buster set. There wasn't really too many great budget cards besides Carlos Boozer, who I wouldn't expect to be a budget card, but for some reason he is. He is so good for that price. And then also Frank Kaminsky, I think, is really good for a budget power forward. From the Apex set, again, you wouldn't maybe expect it, but like Ricky Davis, he's kind of a budget card. He's about 40,000 MT. Right now he might be a little bit more. He's like 44 or 45k, but you can easily find this card for like 40,000 MT, and he's really good at the shooting guard position, has a great jump shot. That Seth Curry base, Oscar Robertson upper on very quick, is a top tier jump shot, especially in the catch and shoot. So I would definitely recommend Ricky Davis if you guys are looking for a budget shooting guard. If you're looking for a budget small forward, I mean, for under 40k or for like around 40,000 MT, you got Jared Wallace here, who is very good defensively, 6'7" at the small forward position, and this defense is top tier. 94 block, 98 steal, 97 perimeter, and 97 interior defense. So Jared Wallace, I think, is also a great option when we're talking about budget small forwards. I think we have to mention Kel'el Ware. I mean, this card's like gone down in price quite a bit, only 25 30k, 7 foot, can play power forward. This card, you guys know, is just really good in game, has a good jump shot, really good standing dunk animations, really good defensive animations in game. Would highly recommend Kel'el Ware. I mean, these other pink diamonds in the set, like Boris Diaw, is solid. DeAndre Jordan, if you can green with his jump shot, you know, he's a really good center card as well. He just does have a low 3 ball, only of a 57, but he's got like 99 block, 99 interior defense. So a really good inside big that if you leave him wide open, he can definitely knock down consistently. Brian Scalabrine is like a solid all-around small forward, but I do think there's better options at the small forward position. Like, for example, Pink Diamond Jonathan Bender, who again has gone down quite a bit in price. He's maybe about 25 to 30k as of right now on Xbox, and for that price, I mean, you get a 7 foot small forward with a very quick jump shot. Love his release. I think he's very switchable on defense because of his size at the small forward position. So do really like Jonathan Bender at small forward when we're talking about budget cards. I think Matt Barnes you have to recommend as well. Like, he is so good at shooting guard, has a very quick jump shot, and just is a solid all around 6'7" shooting guard. And then also Tyson Chandler is a card that I highly recommend for 5k. Is an amazing big man, 7 foot, can also play power forward as well as center. Only a 62 3 ball, but he does have a really good jump shot in my personal opinion. And the defense is top tier, 96 block, 96 interior defense. I think he can contain, you know, pretty much any center in this game, especially at the power forward position. So those would be like the 4 cards or 3-4 cards I would recommend, you know, from the radioactive set. From the inevitable set, honestly, I would stay away from most of these cards. GG Jackson is a good like salary cap card and is really good if we're talking about like the cards that go for like 2,000 MT. He is a great option. He's 6'9" at small forward, does have a good jump shot. And then the unlimited sets, I'd probably stay away from as well when we're talking about budget cards. From season 4, you got to recommend cards still like Stephon Castle, Alex Sarr, Zach Edey. They're still definitely good budget options. Like Zach Edey is quite cheap on the auction house, at least on Xbox. I think he's still about like 30k, maybe a little bit cheaper. Yeah, about 30,000 MT for Zach Edey. He's still a 7'5" center with a 7'10" wingspan. He can shoot the 3-ball well. He's got an 83-3, has a good jump shot. Yes, he's slow, only 60 speed, 57 agility, but still, I think Zach Edey can provide a lot of value. Alex Sarr is really good. Stephon Castle is really good as well when we're talking about budget point guards. Other than that, in season 4, there's not really too many other great budget options. Like Terry Dishinger, he can still provide a service, you know, at the small forward position. He's about 20k though. Not exactly sure why he went up in price because of the dark matter. Maybe, I'm not sure, but he's still a good budget card as well at small forward. Season 3, again, not too many great budget cards if I'm being completely honest. You kind of have to go to season 2 to get to like Pink Diamond Hakeem. He's a great budget option as well. He's about 35k, but can be very good at the power forward position. Great defensively, 7 feet. And yeah, I think he's a great card defensively, has a good jump shot. And I would say those are pretty much all of the best budget cards in this game. There's cards like Pink Diamond Zach LaVine that are solid as well for like 35k. Good offensively. You know, maybe if you want to go to season 1, you want to talk about Pink Diamond D-Rob. He can still be good at the center position. You know, Devin Booker, he's still a solid budget point guard as well for about 25 to 30k. So a lot of great budget cards in the game. And in my opinion, these are all the best budget cards right now in season 6. But let me know in the comment section down below maybe some other budget cards I didn't mention that you guys think are really good, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.